షాద్ నగర్ వైపు ఉన్న మన స్వర్గసీమ వెంచర్లో ప్లాట్లు కొన్న వాళ్ళంతా సంతోషంగా ఉన్నారు. ఒక్కసారి విజిట్ చేయండి.
నరసింహస్వామి కానీ లేకపోతే విష్ణు అవతారం కానీ ఇలాంటివన్నీ ఒకసారి అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకుంటుంటే విష్ణువు శివుడు, సో దే బోత్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్ బట్ ఈక్వల్ ఇంపార్టెన్స్ అనేది కూడా ఉంటుంది. అదే మాసీ హీరో కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ అనేది కంటే మనము శివుడిలో ఎక్కువ చూస్తూ ఉంటాం. విష్ణువు దగ్గర మాత్రం కొంచెం క్లాసీ హీరో ఆ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ అనేది మనం చూస్తాం.
ప్రీమియం
కానీ అందులో ఉన్న 4వ అవతారమైన నరసింహస్వామిని మెయిన్ గా తీసుకుని ఫస్ట్ మూవీగా మీరు రావడానికి ద రీజన్ ఏంటి? అంటే ఒక లాంచ్ అనేది కూడా అందరి ప్రేక్షకులకి ద మాసీ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఉండేది నరసింహస్వామి అనుకోవచ్చా?
See, both Sri Vishnu, Bhagwan Shiv, Bhagwan Vishnu, they are the same divine beings. I don't see them as a different being, first of all, right? They are Harihara, right? They are part of the same being, presenting themselves to be differently, for people to have different devotion. Some have very raw devotion, some have very disciplined devotion, right? So you see Bhagwan Vishnu having a cow, Bhagwan Shiv having a bull, opposite. Bhagwan Vishnu always gold and very this thing, Bhagwan Shiva very raw, opposite, right? And Bhagwan Vishnu like lying on the Shesh, Anand Shesh, and beautiful bed, gold, and he is very raw with a sarp on his neck, you know, and a trishula. So they are completely opposite, but they are the same being actually, right? So that is why, in my opinion, we say Om Namah Shivaya Vishnu. They're actually flipped opposite.
Okay.
Right? When you say Om Namah Shivaya Vishnu, similar syllable when you reverse it.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Actually, they are the same being, but they are different sides to the same being. Why? Because our human psyche of devotion is very colorful. Right? You may like some hero, I may like some hero. Right? But actually, the real hero is one only.
Right.
Right? So yes, and the puja paddhati, the way every one of our god is revered through Bharat is also different. But we are going to bring all those things together in the cinematic universe. Okay. We will also be doing a film on Ardha Nareeswara, which is probably going to be a live action film that I'm writing right now.
Okay.
And we revere Bhagwan Shiv. He is very important to me as an Aradhya also, and we pray to him as the true Param Vaishnava also. So he is very important. So it's not about who is more massy or who is classy. Both are important because they are tales of Bharat.
శివుడి గురించి we saw in many movies, బట్ విష్ణు అవతారాల్లో కృష్ణుడి గురించి ఎన్ని మూవీస్ చూసాం,
రామాయణ అండ్
రామాయణం కానీ అండ్ కృష్ణుడి గురించి మహాభారతం కానీ చూసాం, కానీ వేరే అవతారాలని కూడా అంతగా ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ చేసిన వాళ్ళు లేరు.
కరెక్ట్, బికాస్ దే ఆర్ వెరీ డీప్ మీనింగ్స్ దట్ హ్యావ్ నాట్ బీన్ ఎక్స్ప్లోర్డ్, దట్ వీ వాంట్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ త్రూ అవర్ సినిమాటిక్ యూనివర్స్. Right? So we have a Kurma avatar, we have a Matsya avatar. They have very detailed stories, but they have to be presented in that cinematic sense. Otherwise, you can just say that he took avatar and over. Why he took avatar? What is the learning from that avatar? If there is a Sagar Manthana, you and me are that person who is having the Manthana. Asur pulling me here, Devta pulling me here, and I am going through madness in my life, and then Visha coming out, and Bhagwan Shiv coming as a guru in my life who takes all the wish and gives me direction. Then I get Narayan. This is actually the true for each and every one of us. So we have to bring these stories with their meaning to our children. Right?
You are bringing these stories, it's a wonderful thing. And why did you choose especially Narasimha Avatara, the first movie?
Yes, very good question. Narasimha Bhagwan is a deity of protection. And today we need protection more than ever. We have to choose our heroes very wisely. And if we don't choose our heroes very wisely, we become, because we take our virtue from hero. Everyone needs hero in their life. Somebody, for some actor is a hero, for somebody, some tennis player or some sportsman is a hero, for some politician is a hero. So we are all looking for heroes in our life. Why? Because it is natural to look for a hero. What happens after getting that hero? You take the virtue from that hero. The Aradhya gives you the virtue. So if the right dharma, the God is our hero, then we take that from God, right? And we put it into our lives. That is why Narasimha Swami becomes so important, because he protects you from all the bad things, bad thinking and bad physical things also, and keeps you in the center because he has a Saumya Roop for the Bhakta. Okay. For the Bhakta, he has a very nice roop, but for the villains, he has a very Rodra roop. Right? And that is why the story of Narasimha becomes, because it is also father-son conflict. Yeah. Father wants son to become lawyer like him, but son says, I want to become actor. Right? So there is conflict at home. Every home has this story today. Right? So here Hiranyakashyap says, I am the king of the god of the three worlds. My son will also become like me. But son says, no, I am the servant of God. So there is conflict. So each and every home is having this separation stories, anxiety, conflict. And how you can get dharma in the center and how everything will get balanced is the story that we are basically bringing. That's why Narasimha Swami. Also because we were starting from the Jaya Vijaya story, who are the partake of Sri Vishnu. In their first birth, they are Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashyapa. Right. And that is why the story comes first.
That was a wonderful story.
Yes.
Till now we didn't saw who is the Jai Vijaya. We have only the brief things.
Yes.
And sir, Narasimha movie and animation movies అనేటప్పటికి we saw from the English movies 1.5 hour or 1 hour 45 minutes.
Correct.
Or less than that.
Correct.
Round time. మరి ఈ నరసింహ అనే మూవీ ఎంత రన్ టైం ఉండొచ్చు అంటారు?
So this is a 2-hour 11-minute feature film. The reason it is of that length because this is a saga film.
Okay.
Right. The last Ramayana, the Japanese Ramayana, is also around 2 hour 15, 2 hour 20 minutes, although. But you're right, generally Western animation is less than 2 hours, 2 hours less than 2 hours. But because they don't have intermission also.
Yeah.
Right. Our storytelling is different. This is Bharatiya storytelling. These are legend and this is huge, larger than life. It is like you can't even put Mahabharata in one film, even a 3-hour film. It needs 2 films, 3 films. Because these are huge stories, they are epics. Epics. So that treatment giving is very important without maligning the story, without diluting the story. That is why it is of that length. And I think 2 or 10 minutes is a decent time. Today people binge watch Netflix stories for 3 days together. So 2 hours 11 minutes for a dharmic story where a god is the hero, where you get action, you get massive celestial fighting. I think it is worth it.
Sir, just tell me, 2 hours 11 minutes అని చెప్పేసి రన్ టైం అనేది కూడా చెప్తున్నారు. కాకపోతే ఎవరైనా కానీ మనం మనుషుల్లాగా ఉండి సో ఆ క్యారెక్టర్స్ని మనం చూస్తూ ఉంటే ఆ కనెక్టివిటీ అనేది డిఫరెంట్గా ఉంటుంది. కానీ ఒక యానిమేషన్ క్యారెక్టర్స్తో ఇంత రన్ టైం అనేది కూడా కనెక్టివిటీ ఎక్కడైనా మిస్ అవుతుందని కానీ అట్లా అనిపించిన ఎప్పుడైనా డౌట్ వచ్చిందా?
I feel that the connectivity happens through the eyes, through the soul, the way the character is portrayed. So when you see Bhakt Prahlada, he's being, even in the internet, in the trailer, you see that everybody is saying such wonderful things about how he looks, how he talks, right? And when Narasimha Swami comes in, everybody is like, so it's about emotion.
Yeah.
It's not about the time. Okay. You can have higher emotion in less time also, right? And you can have long time with no emotion also. Right, so we have seen those examples in the past. It is a tool of filmmaking. How you present, how you give flower. You give one flower beautifully good. You can give big flower and throw it somebody not good, right? Yeah. So it's about how you present, right? So it's the presentation which hits the soul, hits the heart. So we have tried to do that in spite of animation. It has its challenges, very difficult medium, but we have tried to put the soul into the characters through the artist, so that it touches your heart. Once it touches your heart, your tarka is logics go away and your heart opens and it surrenders and you can grasp.